今天呢，我们非常荣幸啊，请来了吉林篮球可以说是在 CBA 当中的标志性人物多米尼克琼斯，来聊聊这次他作为东道主，作为在这个全明星表现的这个期待，是吧？你这个有一个关键词儿，
来都来了。咱们说点不一样 ，Let's talk something different.
Hi, Dominic, welcome here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, welcome to Migu. Please say hello to your Migu fans.
Hello, everyone.
In your 12 years of CBA career, you played the 6th team in Jilin, Nanjing, Qingdao, Xinjiang, and so on. What's the difference plays the Jilin with other teams?
The difference with Jilin is because it just feels like home. You know, the fans and, you know, from the club and just, you know, Sunjin, he's great. You know, the manager, Gua, it's just a great place to be. And, you know, the players, we play hard and it just feels like home. We have a lot of memories there. And, you know, so when I go other places and I play, I enjoy it. And I love the seasons that I have, but there's no place like Jilin. That's my home.
So how many times the CBA All-Star game you already played?
This is my first game.
This is the first time?
Yeah.
Must be a mistake. I can't believe it.
It must be, but you know, everything happens for a reason, so it's okay.
Yeah, like we just mentioned, last night you guys play a very fun game.
Yeah.
You represent Jilin, play against a CBA legend, and he just mentioned Mr. Sun Jun, the ball, a crossover, got past you, and made left hand layup. Why you didn't play defense?
Right.
Why you didn't stop?
Something happened with my shoes, and I couldn't react as fast. And you know, he kind of quick. He made a quick crossover, and
I don't believe.
it happens.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, great answer. You know, Mr. Sun Jun. This is the second time this city hold the All-Star game. You know, the first time is 24 years ago.
Yeah.
24 in Chinese traditional culture is two circles. It's a long time ago. In Sun Jun's prime time, he's definitely he's the most famous athletic, not only basketball player, most famous athletic in the city, Changchun, and in this province, Jilin. And in that time, as you remember, you know, wherever he go, he got special treat in the city. Like he get a taxi, it's free. He went to a restaurant, it's free. Even he drive on the street, the police take this to him. You know, I mean, he is a franchise player and he's a face of the club at that time. And right now, you are the face of the team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you stay here so long time. People see you as local people. We see you not only like an American or foreigner, we see you like a Jilin people.
Yeah.
I mean, did you already get same treat as Mr. Sun Jun get here?
Maybe not the same treatment, but I get really good treatment. You know, from restaurants to places that I go, you know, people, they notice me and, you know, they give me special treatment, but the police officer he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. But other things, you know, I get good treatment here, and just, you know, everybody here is just so good. The fans and, you know, just the people in this city. So, you know, I like I say, I love it here. So it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will you share any interesting story for share with us?
I have no interesting stories. I just know a lot has happened. A lot of memories, a lot of good things. We had a lot of moments together, you know, high moments, and, you know, just even this season, we had a lot of low moments, but it's okay because it happens, you know, as long as you stay together, you can achieve success. So, you know, I have I have no moments to share, but I do have a lot of memories in this city and with this club.
Yeah, you said everything doing well here, but in the last couple of years, we saw you, sometimes you post a Weibo, you know, and said you were tired. Because the team only got you only one input player, the other team got two input player, maybe three, maybe even four, but you lead the team beat Beijing Shogun, they got four input player in that year. But you feel really tired sometimes. I can see you feel happy but at last you still get back and play hard. I mean, I really want to know the relationship between you and Mr. Sun Jun, how he got you back every time, you know? You show you frustrated, but he got you back every time.
Yeah, the relationship with him is really good. Probably this year is better than it's ever been. You know,
Why? Why this year is better
because we just have small things like, oh, you know, where's another import? And then he wants me to do this, but it's always respect. We respect each other so much. I know what he's done and the work that he's done, and I look up to him. I think he's a great person, and I think he knows about basketball. So, you know, if it's anybody that I want to play for, you know, in China, it'll probably be him because he understands the game, he understands leadership, and he knows what it takes to get out on the court and play hard and win games. So, you know, our relationship is really good. He's a great friend to me. He's like a brother to me. Anything I need, if I ask him, he'll do it for me. He'll give it to me, you know, so we have a great relationship.
对，他说，就是虽然就是孙军跟他的关系啊，有时候他就是压力非常大，但是他们是像兄弟一般的互相尊重，所以他也知道很多事情都是彼此好，当然这个为一个球队好，有球队的发挥能够有更好的这种方向，所以我觉得这种彼此理解是非常重要的啊。刚才我们其实跟琼斯聊了很多关于他在吉林队生活的特殊性跟对这个球队的标志能不能沿袭像孙军一样成为这个球队未来的标志，带领球队达到更高的高度。后来我们现在问一问，就是在这个赛季当中，很多时候，琼斯在场上的表现跟其他的外援确实还不太一样的。Hi Dominic, all fans say you are the difference for on others foreigner player. What was the difference?
My difference,
Yeah.
I think because I can do a lot of things on the court. You know, if I'm not making shots, I can still go score.
Yeah.
If I'm not scoring too well, I can help other players. I can make them better. You know, I can rebound. I feel like I have good leadership. You know, I can motivate players and help them and make them play hard with me. So, you know, I think a lot separates me from other imports for sure.
Do you think your style can influence the promotion of Jilin team, or Jilin style is better for you?
I think Jilin's style, but it's more so I'm so comfortable here.
Yeah.
And the trust, you know, they trust me to go play and be myself. So, you know, when you have that amount of trust and comfort, you know, you're able to just go be yourself and just play the game, you know. So part of my success has a major reason to do with Jilin and the players and how they trust me, and Sinjin and how he trusts me with the team. So
yeah, I think he want to ask you about is your style define the team, or the team style define you?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
I think it.
What is the first?
I think it works both ways.
Yeah.
I think my style, you know, defines the team, but the team helps my style. So I think that it's just like a perfect fit, you know, with me without them, you know, and them without me is not good. But when we're together, we can be good. So we all need each other. So.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, we already see you got great success here, but sometimes you go out to play for another team, and then didn't work out, and then you go back, and then sometimes you go out again, but didn't work out, you get back, and when you get back here, you are still Dominic Jones. You can play your style. So I mean, what's the special thing here?
I think the special thing is just chemistry. I think if I go to another team, I went to Shenzhen last year. You know, if I played there for 3 years, it would have been a lot better. You know, because we had the opportunity to build the chemistry. You know, like Guangsha and like Liaoning. You know, those teams, they build their chemistry. You know, so it's hard creating a team 1 year and just say go win. And we made it to the championship. So, you know, I wouldn't say the season was a failure. You know, we didn't accomplish the goal that we wanted, but you know, when I come back here, it's the chemistry. I know the players, they know me, I trust them, they trust me. So, you know, chemistry goes a long way. You know, a team can be talented, but if a team has more chemistry, they always have a good chance to win.
So you got bigger room here. Space here.
Yeah.
In this game, I often see you draw the tactics for your teammates.
For your team and for your coach.
Before the game, during the timeout.
We always call you Coach Jung.
Hope your team win.
Yeah.
What's it?
How do I do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I've been around a lot of coaches, you know, ever since I was 19 years old, and then I went to the NBA and played for some of the better coaches, and I played with guys like Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki, and then I came over here and I played with Yao Ming, the coach of Liaoning. I played with a lot of smart players and around a lot of smart coaches. So, you know, I learned a lot of things. And, you know, I'm able to just draw up plays when I know what we need and just certain things like that. So, and I understand the CBA. I've been here for 12 years. So I understand the CBA and the players and the teams. So
I think the point is, it's very special thing, you know, a player draw a play for the team and for you coach. You know, some coach allow this.
Yeah.
But some coach, they don't allow this.
Yeah.
You know, this is very special to show how important you are, how special you are in this team, right?
Yeah.
Because your teammates and your coach believe in you, so you can do it.
It's a good feeling. You know, like I said, I'm just comfortable here, and again, the coach allows me to be comfortable, and the players allow me to be comfortable. So, you know, it's a good situation.
Yeah.
下一个问题，我想问一下，我们俩商量半天啊。Dominic, do you think you are the best foreigner player in the CBA all time?
I believe that I'm the best foreign player to ever come to China, but I can't say that because it'll be disrespectful to Steph Marbury. I look up to him a lot. He's helped me a lot, and he's done a lot, you know, and he's opened a lot of doors for foreigners and imports to come over here. So, you know, I can't say that I'm a better import than him, but I think that I've done a lot in the CBA, and, you know, I think that you'll never see a player that comes around and be able to do what I've done, you know, to lead the league in assists, to lead the league in triple doubles, to, you know, be on the scoring thing, to just be the way that I've done and to have the numbers that I've had and help a team. Because before I came to Jilin, it was always bottom team, you know, so they got good players, but they just needed a certain player and a certain leadership, you know, so to just be able to have an impact on the game the way that I do and just control the game so much, I don't think it'll be hardly any other imports to be able to do that.
Since you already play in CBA, I think it's 12 years, right? 12 years, so long time. You play for so many teams, and you have seen so many players. You've seen young players getting old, and the import player comes and import player go. So, can you just ranking the best of 5 import player you ever seen in CBA in your heart?
Best 5 import players.
Ranking the top 5.
Top 5.
Steph Marbury.
You put him first.
I'm just gonna put 5. Nobody's first.
Okay. 就是前5没顺序是吧
Yeah. Steph Marbury.
Steph Marbury, yeah.
Lester Hudson.
Hudson, 对。
Yeah. I would say Andre Blatch. Yeah.
布莱切。
给新疆拿过冠军。布雷切。
Michael Beasley.
Michael Beasley.
I'm not gonna put me in it, so I'm gonna say.
Not yourself.
Yeah, not myself. Marshawn Brooks.
Marshawn Brooks.
Yeah, Marshawn Brooks for sure.
前5名。
Yeah.
跟咱们俩预期的差不多哈。
差不多。把自己没排进去，放在第6人。So
where are you?
So
where are you?
I'm in there somewhere.
跟他们5个差不多，是吧 ？So what about the best Chinese players lineup? If you give us a lineup in the 12 years you ever seen, all the players you ever seen? Yeah, Chinese player.
The best Chinese player I ever seen. So I'll say Yi, and I'll say Ding from Shandong.
丁彦雨豪，小丁啊。
Yeah, Ding and Yi won. Alan Gua. Zhou Qi.
周琦。
Zhao
赵睿。
Yeah.
就我们心目当中最强的，就是中国球员阵容。Dominic. In your CBA career, which is game is your most impression game in your CBA career?
My most impressive game? I would say, oh, man, it's so many.
So many.
I would say
the most
impressive games are like when I hit like game winner shots. So it was one against Guangdong in the bubble. It was one against Shanghai.
Yeah.
Our first game when we got out of the bubble. Yeah, those are probably my. Oh, and it was one against Xinjiang maybe 8 or 9 years ago on the road.
8-9年以前了，打新疆。
Yeah. So those games are like the most like exciting and stuff like that. But impressive games. I mean, I've had games where I had 50 points, 16 rebounds, 16 assists, and stuff like that. So those are impressive. But just those games in the moment, pressure moments. It's not many people can just make a shot with so much pressure on it. So I think that those are the parts that just impress me.
你的记性还挺好。
对，他全记得住。他 so many， 我以为就是说随便说说，其实他每场都记得。
Yeah, we said you can remember so many games.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah, Nick. I know your agent, Grant Joe.
Yeah.
We're close friends.
Oh,
Yeah. I still remember like a long time ago when he said, you want to come to China, and he said you have a big goal here. In that time, Stephen Marbury already got success here.
Yeah.
And you want to be, like him. Yeah. So after so many years and you play so many teams, I mean, how much satisfied you feel for yourself here? How many percent you get, according the plan at the time you came to here? You already accomplished.
Yeah, I've accomplished a lot, but the thing that I have left now is to try to win a championship. So, whether it's to try to do it here in Jilin or, something happened and Sunjin lets me go away for a year, somewhere. I don't know, but that's the only thing that I'm missing. I have an NBA championship and I've done so many things in the CBA, but I really just want a championship in the CBA. That's my last goal. So, I hope that I can accomplish it. I hope that I get the opportunity to accomplish it, but that's my last goal.
Championship is the last goal. So at the age, already 37, have you ever think about how many years still you can play?
I'm 36.
Still young.
At this age, every year counts. So I'm 36, and I think maybe about 2 more years. This season and 1 more season, and then after that, maybe 1 more season, or maybe I finish. Because I don't want to overdo it. I want to create my time here and share the moment and enjoy playing basketball. But, when the time is up and, it's time for me to go into my next part of life, I'm excited about that and I'll be ready for it. But, right now I'm just taking in every moment because I know, maybe 2 years, 3 years from now, I maybe never get to play again. So I'm just appreciating every game, every moment, right now. So I hope maybe, 2 to 3 more years and then, I'll be done. But I don't want to, be like the older players, but I take good care of my body. I have a good diet, but I don't want to be an older player and something happens, I get hurt and now I can't play anymore, or, it's not working out with a team and they don't want me anymore. Like I don't want to end my career that way, so I'm just going to continue to work hard and, make right decisions, make smart decisions, and just do as much as I can on the court. And when that time comes, that it's time for me to stop, I'll appreciate the game and I'll be happy.
12年的这个职业生涯确实有很多故事可以跟我们分享。
We saw recently you talk about you believe the team China could ranking the first 6 in the world. Is it real? You seriously talk about this?
I truly believe that. But I have to be the coach.
It is you go after.
I have to be the coach or the trainer or something. I have to be a part of it. But from the players I just saw in there, I could take 12 players from there and compete. Obviously it'll take a lot of practice. Obviously we'll have to build a lot of chemistry. But China is a big country, you know, so it's no reason that other countries should be better than this country. You know, USA and other countries like that, okay, we understand, but China should always be competing in the Olympics just because of the players that they have. You know, if they just work a certain way, change up some training, you know, and just change up the mindset. Because I just saw some good players. It's some great players in there. Zochi, the big guy from Qingdao, guards, Zare, like G-Way, it's a lot of good players in there. Can compete against these Olympic teams. And I know because I know these players on the Olympic teams. I know these players from other countries. I've seen them, I've played against them, and I played against the players in China. So I know in a lot of good situations that they can compete, and it's very real. So we'll see what the future holds.
If you become the head coach, what style do you think Chinese team should play in the future?
I think it should be two styles. You know, sometimes we run, you know, and sometimes we slow it down. Just depends who we play. You know, it depends which team we play, what they like to do. Because if a team likes to run, we're going to slow it down and make the team uncomfortable. If they like to slow it down, we want to run and make the game faster. So, you know, we just want to do everything to control the game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I do. Yeah, that's kind of what I do in Jilin. You know, we find out the other team's weakness and what they like to do, and, you know, we kind of do the opposite. So.
You talk about the problem in training. I mean, for the player you just mentioned, or national team player. So do you think they should do better, to be a more better, good professional player?
I think I wouldn't say better training, but I'll say different training. Because the game of basketball has changed. It's not the same game that it was 10 years ago. You know, so the training and the coaching from 10 years ago, it kind of doesn't work right now because the game has changed all around the world. You know, so I would say just different training.
Can you share us the detail? What's the difference?
You know,
what you going
right
to do?
now it's more threes. People shoot more threes.
Yeah.
They run more now. You know, it's not really too much post up. You know, the four guy spreads the court. It's a lot of pick and rolls now. So the game has just changed. So you have to understand how to read the pick and rolls, how to know what you're looking for. The offense has to be to help your players. You know, instead of just, hey, we're going to run this play. Like, no, it has to be an offense that can make your players better. And, you know, defense, you know, pressure in certain areas. You know, sideline, you want to pressure because they can't go out of bounds. So that's a other defender. You know, in the post, you want to front it. So it's just a lot of different tactics, but it just depends on who we're playing.
我这讲的太细节了。这个就是琼斯他表达了，就是说你做好阅读，一个防守，一个挡拆，包括投篮的时候，这些怎么能够做好这些细节的处理？这是他刚才说的，他要改变这个训练方式的一个模式。那说到这未来，就是琼斯的规划。Dominic, how do you think who is the future leader of the Chinese basketball?
Zare.
Great player.
Zare.
赵睿.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think he is tough. He's a bigger guard, and he's a good leader. And, you know, some people talk about him and his passion. You know, they say it's an attitude, but that's a great attitude to have because you hate to lose. He hates to lose. And I've been around him. He's a good friend of me now. You know, I've been around him and I see how hard he works. I see how focused he is, and I see how much he loves to win and hates to lose. And that's just a great person to be a leader because he's not going to go tell you, hey, go do this, go do that, go play hard. He's going to go play hard and show you and hope that you can follow him. So he has great leadership abilities.
Yeah, right now the world basketball already changed because almost all teams get a foreign player. Yeah, especially from America.
Yeah.
So before Cal Anderson became to the first foreigner play for Team China. Before that, we have a debate, you know, during the basketball circle. I mean, which one's better? It's better you get a role player like Cal Anderson in NBA from NBA, or you get a an pro player from CBA league.
Mm-hmm.
If we get an pro player from CBA league, maybe fit China basketball team more, because ball in your hand, you can attack. You are the core of the team.
Yeah.
In human, which way is better?
I think an import is better. Somebody that can attack and somebody that can score a lot, because I think China already has a lot of players that can do what he can do. You know, that can shoot and cut and get rebounds. You know, role players. You know, so I think you just need a player that can, you know, control the game, help other players get in position, make other players better. You know, when you need a basket, somebody that can score under pressure, and you know, that's what I think China needs. But I'm just watching, so.
So also you already 36.
Yeah.
36.
36.
Yeah.
But,
Very
as
young.
but as you say, you still got 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah,
So
I mean, the Olympics is 10 minutes a quarter. That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a chance,
Yeah.
do you want to play for Team China?
人家说了，奥运会打一节没有任何问题，so easy， 你别老强调。
我们需要他不打的不是一节，如果来的话。
Would I? I would, because I always want to play in the Olympics, and I've been in China for so long that, you know, most of the players out there I know personally. So, of course, I would love to play with them and help them and just do everything that I can. But will it actually happen? I don't know. I doubt it. But if it ever comes around and I'm healthy, then, of course, I'll play.
Yeah, not only 1 quarter.
Huh?
Not only 1 quarter.
Oh, no, not 1 quarter.
Yeah, just like you play in Jilin, you know, this
Yeah,
team only
yeah.
got 1 import player.
Yeah, not 1 quarter, but yeah.
40 minutes,
Yeah.
please.
At least 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
还挺细啊。
对他确实挺，我觉得他思维特别缜密。
嗯
Who do you think is the next Chinese player to play the NBA?
I think it's the big guy from Qingdao.
The young guy,
Young
the
Hansen.
young kid.
Yeah.
Why?
He's just so young, but he has so much ability, so much footwork, you know. But again, I don't want to say it like this, but I'll just say it. You know, I think that he needs to spend some time, maybe in America, training and playing against NBA players.
Yeah.
I think, you know, maybe a summer or 2 or something like that, or a year in America playing against NBA players. You know, when the top NBA players like Joel Embiid and those guys, they go play open gym, they go to the local gym in maybe LA or, you know, New York, that he's there playing against them, you know, every day, playing against a player that's better than him, because it's only going to make him better. And then he can learn the way that the game is played. But, you know, offensively, post moves, everything, he's so talented, he's so gifted. So I believe that he is the next player to play in the NBA.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
希望
他是说，其实跟咱们观点一样，要去还是早去吧，
要去早去。
早去适应那个环境啊、系统啊，
需要去的话，夏天就尽
然后
量早去。
主要那个习惯是吧？健身房啊，包括自己练的时候能打与不打的时候那个节奏的控制，我觉得这个确实是非常好的一个建议啊。Who is your favorite player? Who is your idol in your career?
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. I've always been a Kobe fan since I was younger, so Kobe Bryant. And then I got to play against him in the NBA, so that was a great experience. So yeah, Kobe has always been Kobe. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because we the program, the title of the program is the Chinese model, role model. So do you think you already become a role model for kids?
A role model?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think I'm a great role model for kids. You know, I don't get in any trouble. I work hard. I think I'm a gentleman. You know, I'm nice to people. I feel like I'm good to be around. You know, I respect others. So yeah, I think I'm a great role model for kids. Yeah.
So can you give some words to like young kids or young players?
Yeah.
Like this.
Some advice?
Some advice, the best advice that I can give you for a young player is to always play, always work out, stay in the gym. You have to be in the gym multiple hours a day if you really want to be a successful basketball player. You have to continue to work. You have to always listen to people older than you that can help you, and just always work. Because even as kids, we find other things to do, or I want to play the game today, or I want to go here and have fun and this and that. But in order to be here, you have to sacrifice those things and just focus on the game. So I would just say that spend a lot of time in the gym, a lot of time in the gym.
OK， Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic.